Good morning everyone. In the last video we have started the discussion of modern periodic table and we have already discussed about the modern periodic law and everything, right? So in this module we are going to discuss about the trends in modern periodic table. So in 1913 Henry Moseley showed that the atomic number of an element is a basic or fundamental property than its atomic mass. So he has proposed the law that it is the periodic function of the atomic increasing order of atomic number. So the physical and chemical properties of elements are the periodic function of their atomic number. So the physical and chemical properties of the elements are the periodic function of their atomic number. So depending on the increasing order of atomic number, the elements are organized into the modern periodic table. Modern periodic table is based on atomic number of elements, right? So depending on the atomic number, the modern periodic table was maintained. Atomic number is equal to the number of electrons or protons present in the nucleus of atom of an element. So atomic number defined by the number of protons and number of electrons present in the element. That already we have done in class 9. Modern periodic table contains 18 vertical columns known as group and 7 horizontal rows which are known as periods. That already we have discussed. On moving from left to right in a period, the number of valence electron increases. When we are moving from left side to right side in a period, the number of valence electron will be increased. That means, suppose hydrogen is there 2 1. Suppose hydrogen has a valency 1. Next helium is 2. Like this, if you go through the period, you will see that it is increasing by 1 by 1. Suppose consider the period 2. Lithium has having the atomic number 3. So its outermost shell contain 1 electron 2 comma 1. Beryllium having the atomic number 4. Its outermost shell contain 2 electron, that means 1 electron increased. Next boron contains in the outermost shell 3 electron. So it has been also increased by 1. In carbon 2 comma 4, again it has been increased by 1. Nitrogen 7 2 comma 5, it again has been increased by 1. So like this way, in the outermost shell 1 electron will be increased. So modern periodic table, in modern periodic table, if we will move from left hand to right side in a period, the number of valence electrons will be increased from 1 to 8, right? On moving from left to right in a period, the number of cell remains same. So that means when one element possesses 2 cells, that means the outermost cell will be L in all the elements. If you will consider period 2, all the elements in the period 2 having 2 cells. All the elements of a group of the periodic table have the same number of valence electrons. So if you will see that, if you will consider a group, suppose, you will see that each of the element having the same number of electron, outermost cell having the same number of electron. If in group 1 you will see in the outermost cell contain 1 electron, it may be L, it may be M, whatever. In group 2 also you will see that outermost cell contain 2 electron. So likewise, it will be increased from top to bottom. On moving from left to right, so modern periodic table contains 18 vertical column groups and 7 rows, horizontal rows, which are considered as periods, and all the elements of a group of periodic table have the same number of valence electrons. Now trends in modern periodic table. First of all, valency and valence electron. The valency of an element is determined by the number of valence electron present in the outermost shell of its atom. That is, the combining capacity of an element is known as its valency. In period, if we move from left to right, the valency first increases from 1 to 4 and then decreases to 0. So initially it will increase from 1 to 4, then it will decrease to 0. In groups, on moving from top to bottom in a group, the valency remains same because the number of valence electrons remains same. So the valency remains same because the number of valence electrons remains same. Example, valency of first group element is equal to 1. Valency of second group elements is equal to 2. So all the valencies are same of all the elements present in group 2 and group 1. Suppose you consider the period number 2. In period number 2, lithium is there, whose valency is 1. Next, beryllium is there, its valency is 2. Boron is there, its valency is 3. Next, carbon valency 4, nitrogen valency 3, oxygen valency 2, fluorine valency 1, neon valency 0. So you can see the valencies are first increased from 1 to 4, then again it has been decreased 3 to 0. So if you move from left to right in a period, the valency first increases from 1 to 4, then again it will decreases to 0, 3 to 0. In groups, on moving from top to bottom in a group, the valency remains same. So if you move from top to bottom, the valency will remain same because the number of valence electrons remains same. So you can see on moving from left to right in a period, valency increases. So in lithium 1 valency, beryllium having 2 valency, boron having 3 valency, 4 valencies of carbon, then nitrogen 3. Then again it will reduce. Then it will be decreases. But it remains same down. If you will come down in a group, you will see that all of their valency is constant. Suppose in group 1 the valency of all the element is 1. Next, so it is the combining capacity of an element. It denotes the number of electrons lost or gained during a chemical reaction. On moving from left to right in a period, valency of the elements first increases 1 to 4 and then decreases to 0. All the elements in a group has same valency as they have same number of valence shell electrons. Now atomic size. Atomic size refers to the radius of an atom. It is the distance between the center of the nucleus and the outermost shell of an isolated atom. So, atomic size means, suppose it is the atom, if it is the nucleus, then the distance between the center of the nucleus and the outermost orbit of an isolated atom will be called atomic size or atomic radius. In period, if we will consider the period, on moving left to right in a period, atomic size decreases because nuclear charge increases. Why nuclear charge increased? As we move from left to right in a period, the atomic number increases. Lithium 3, beryllium 4, boron 5, carbon 6, nitrogen 7, oxygen 8, like this. So that means the number of protons increases. So as the number of proton increases, the positive charge will be increased. Due to the large positive charge on the nucleus, the electrons are pulled in more closer to the nucleus. So the size of the atom will decreases. So as the number of protons are increasing in the nucleus, that's why the electrons are more attracted towards the nucleus. That's why the size of the radius will be decreased. So if we move from left to right, the atomic number increases but the atomic size decreases because of nuclear charge increases. Nuclear charge means the charge of the nucleus, charge of the proton increases. That's why the atomic size decreases, because it will attract the electrons more towards the center. So if you'll see the size of the second period elements, you will see lithium greater than, according to the size, beryllium greater than boron, greater than carbon, greater than nitrogen, greater than oxygen, greater than fluorine. Okay. Want to know the atomic size of noble gases in corresponding period is largest. So fluorine is an, after fluorine there is neon. So neon having the largest atomic size. Okay. So if we'll move from the left to right, the size of the atoms will be decreases, because as the nuclear charge increasing, that's why there is the attraction between electrons and protons are more, that's why they will come to closer. So the atomic size of noble gases in corresponding period is largest due to presence of fully filled electronic configuration, that is complete octet. So in the outermost cell already 8 electrons are there, so that's why there is a atomic size is largest, because there is less attraction between the protons and electrons, because proton number is less. But in case of considered in case of boron, if you see the electron number is 4 and proton number is 4, so that means proton number is increasing, so that's why their attraction are increasing, the size are decreasing. So why, which one is the largest element in the group period 2, that is lithium, and which is the smallest one, that is fluorine. But neon is the largest size because they have fulfilled their octet. If we'll consider the group, if we'll go down the group, the new cells are being added. So when the new cells are being added, in spite of the increase in nuclear charge, so proton number is not increasing, so that means their atomic size are increasing, because there is the less attraction between the nuclear proton and the electrons, because the cell number is increasing, the atomic size automatically increases, atomic radius automatically it will increase. So atomic size of first group element, highest size is lowest size of the element is lithium, and the last one is Fr, then cesium, then rubidium, then potassium, then sodium, then lithium. Lithium is the lowest size. So if you will go down the group, you will see the size of the atom increasing. Atomic size of 17 group elements, if you will consider, you will see that size of the iodine is highest, then bromine, then chlorine, then fluorine. Everybody open the periodic table in front of you. We can see the size of the iodine is greatest, then bromine, then chlorine, then fluorine. Next property, metallic character. It is the tendency of an atom to lose electrons in, so all the metals are going to lose electrons, that's why it is positively charged. If we'll consider a period, along the period from left to right, if we'll go, metallic character will be decreased, because their tendency to lose electron is decreasing due to increase in nuclear charge, because their proton numbers are increasing but their cell numbers are not increasing, that's why no electrons are coming. So example of metallic character of second period element, if we'll consider, so lithium will show the metallic character by losing electrons. Then from beryllium it will lose the metallic character. So lithium is the highest metal and fluorine is non-metal, totally completely non-metal. Now if you will consider the groove, you will see when we are moving top to bottom, the atomic size increases and the metallic property and the tendency to release electrons will be increased. That's why if we consider the first group, lithium is the least, showing the least metallic character, and cesium is showing the highest metallic character, then rubidium, then potassium, then sodium, then lithium. So if we'll go from top to bottom, the atomic size is also increasing due to decreasing of the nuclear charge, and as the nuclear charge is decreasing, that's why they have the tendency to lose electron. So the tendency to lose electron also will be increased. Metals are found on the left hand side of the table and non-metals on the right hand side. Metal has a tendency to lose electrons and become electropositive. Non-metals have a tendency to gain electrons, become electronegative. On moving from left to right in a period, the electropositive character decreases and electronegative character will be increased. On moving from left to right in a period, the tendency of atoms to lose electron decreases and electronegative character increases, and tendency to gaining electrons will be increased. But if you're moving down a group, the metallic character will be increased and the electropositive character of the element increases. As we go down in group 17, the electronegative characteristic of element decreases, but electropositive characteristic will be increased. So fluorine is the most electronegative element. If we will see the group 17, as fluorine is the first one, so fluorine is extensively non-metal, but astatine, iodine, these are showing metallic property. So you have to remember that in group which is increases, in period which is decreases, this everything you have to remember. If you see the non-metallic character, it is the tendency of an atom to gain electrons in a period. Along the period, if we move from left to right, the non-metallic character will be increased because the tendency to gain electrons will be increases due to increase in nuclear charge. So if we consider the second period, the non-metallic character will be highest in case of fluorine and lowest in case of lithium. So if you consider the non-metallic character in a period, in period 2, you will see that lithium is metal. So lithium showing the least, no non-metallic character. So lithium less than beryllium, less than boron, less than carbon, less than nitrogen, less than oxygen, less than fluorine. If you will consider a group, if you will move down from top to bottom in a group, non-metallic character decreases because atomic size increases. So non-metallic character will be increased and atomic size will be increasing. And tendency to gain electrons also decreases. So if you are coming down from top to bottom in a group, the non-metallic character will be decreased and metallic character will be increased and its atomic size is increases. That's why non-metallic character will be decreased because they have the tendency to lose electron rather than gaining of electron. Example, non-metallic character of 17th period, if we consider fluorine greater than, fluorine is the highest non-metal, then chlorine, then bromine, then iodine, then astatine. So that means the iodine is a metal but fluorine is a non-metal. Next, chemical reactivity. Chemical reactivity, if we'll consider in case of metals, it will increases if we'll come down the group because the tendency to lose electrons increases. Example, lithium less than sodium less than potassium less than cesium, if we'll consider the first group. In non-metals, if we'll consider, chemical reactivity of non-metals decreases if we'll come down the group because tendency to gain electrons decreases. So if we'll consider the chemical reactivity of metals, you will see that if we'll come down the group, the tendency of losing electron will be increased that means it is increasing, metallic character is increasing. If we'll consider the nonmetals, chemical reactivity of nonmetals decreases if we'll come down the group, because their tendency to gain electron will be decreases if we'll come down the group. On moving from left to right in a period, the chemical reactivity of elements first decreases, but afterward it will be increase. First decreases because they have the tendency to increase the nuclear, as the nuclear charge is increasing. So lithium, if you consider the group 2, in lithium it is showing the highest metallic character. That means it has the property to gain one electron. So that means it is a metal. So it will decreases up to the fourth one, but afterward it will start to increase. If you will consider the electronegativity means the tendency of an element to gain electrons, to attract the shared pair of electrons towards it in a covalently bonded molecule. It increases with the increase of nuclear charge and decreases in atomic size. So along the period, electronegativity increases, that means the gaining of electron will be increased. But if you will come down the group, you will see that electronegativity decreases. So when the nuclear charge increasing, it will be increased, but when the nuclear charge decreasing, it will be decreased. So if you consider the group period 2, you will see that electronegative element is most electronegative element is fluorine, and it is a non-metal. And we know that atomic radius decreases across the period. If we'll come down the group, electronegativity decreases. Example, lithium greater than sodium greater than potassium, because sodium is more metal than the, showing more metallic character than the lithium. Now nature of oxides. Metal oxides are basic in nature, like sodium oxide, magnesium oxide, calcium oxide, all are basic oxide. If you consider the non-metal oxides which are acidic in nature, like Cl2O7, SO3, phosphorus pentoxide, so these are acidic in nature. In case of metal reactivity, it increases if will come down the group because of the tendency to lose electron increases. So if we'll see the nature of oxide, in case of metal reactivity, it will be increased if will come down the group, right? Because of the tendency to lose electron increases. So when you are coming down, suppose you consider potassium, so it will lose electron and it will gain positively charge. So when you will come down the group, the tendency of losing electron will be increased in case of metal reactivity. But in case of non-metal, if you come down the group, you will see the non-metallic character is decreasing, and the gaining of electron, the tendency to gain electron also will decrease. So atomic size, how you will visualize? Atomic size we can visualize by the distance between the nucleus of the atom and the outermost shell of an isolated atom. The trend of atomic size in moving down a group, you will see that when you will come down the group, you will see the size of the atom is increasing because the number of cells are increasing. One by one cell will be added at every step. There is an increase in distance between the outermost cell and the electrons and the nucleus of the atom. And if you will go from left to right in a period, the size of atom will decreases first, then again it will start to increase, which means that number of protons and electrons in atoms first increase. Due to the large positive charge on the nucleus, it will pull the electrons more closer to the nucleus, that's why the size of the atom decreases.